It's the mid-90s. Across Europe, children are bursting with excitement. Disneyland Paris has finally opened. To them, it's not just an amusement park. It's a portal into the world of magic and dreams. Among the thousands of visitors, two children from Switzerland step onto Main Street, their eyes wide with wonder. They've begged for this moment for years. Now, it's finally real. The laughter, the colors, the music, it's even better than they imagined. The park is alive. The daily parade weaves its way through the streets, characters waving from extravagant floats. It feels like stepping into a Disney movie. And towering over it all is Sleeping Beauty's castle, its golden spires piercing the clear French sky. To anyone watching, they seem like any other siblings, part of an ordinary family. Perhaps they are the children of diplomats, enjoying a rare day off in Europe. But if you watch closely, you'll notice something strange. As the parade moves on, their gazes keep drifting back to the castle, not with the eyes of children dreaming of fairy tales, but with something else. A quiet knowing, a sense of belonging, because in a way, they do belong. One day, the boy will rule an empire, and the girl, she will become one of the most dangerous women in the world. Her name is Kim Yo-jong, and her story is only just beginning. October 2024, Pyongyang, North Korea. A drone falls from the sky, crashing into the streets of the capital. Within minutes, soldiers swarm the area, securing the wreckage. Scattered across the ground are leaflets, propaganda against the regime. It's not the first time South Korea has sent messages like these across the border. For decades, both nations have waged a silent war of information. But this time, something is different. The response is immediate. The North Korean government issues a chilling statement. If provoked further, South Korea will face consequences beyond imagination. The world has heard these threats before. Nuclear retaliation. Total annihilation. But this time, the voice behind the warning is not Kim Jong-un's. It's hers. Kim Yo-jong. To many, she is just a name. A figure in the background. A shadow behind her brother. But those who understand North Korea know the truth. She is far more than that. They saw her first in 2018, during the Winter Olympics in South Korea. For the first time since the Korean War, a direct member of the Kim family set foot on South Korean soil. The world watched as she smiled, shook hands, attended diplomatic meetings, even had lunch with South Korea's president, Moon Jae-in. She wasn't loud, she didn't threaten. She was calm, composed, almost warm. For a fleeting moment, the world believed change was possible. That perhaps North Korea was stepping into a new era. But the Kim Yo-jong the world met in South Korea was just one side of her. The other side, the real side, was something far darker. And soon, the world would see it. To the outside world, she appears to be just another assistant, a silent observer, always a few steps behind the supreme leader. But those who watch closely notice something unsettling. She's always there. Every speech, every parade, every critical moment, she lingers in the background, ensuring everything unfolds exactly as planned. As analysts pore over images and footage, a pattern emerges. Intelligence agencies, journalists, defectors, everyone begins asking the same question. Who is she? To Kim Jong-un, the answer is simple. She is the only person he truly trusts. Maybe it has something to do with their childhood, far from the oppressive halls of Pyongyang, in the heart of Europe. Switzerland, mid-90s. Two North Korean children arrive in Bern, Switzerland, and enroll in a private school. Officially, they are the children of diplomats, but their names are false. Their passports are fake. No one knows they are the heirs to one of the most secretive and brutal dynasties in modern history. To their classmates, they seem like regular kids. They play soccer, invite friends over, go on ski trips. They travel across Europe, even visit Disneyland Paris. A normal childhood. Except it isn't. The woman they call mother is not their mother. She is Ko Young-suk, their aunt, sent to care for them while they live abroad. Years later, she defects to the US, disappearing into secrecy. Before she vanishes, she reveals what no one else knew. For years, these children lived a double life. And then, one day, they simply disappeared. No warnings. No goodbyes. Kim Jong-un and Kim Yo-jong are pulled from school and sent back to North Korea. Return to the shadows. Back in Pyongyang, Kim Yo-jong's life is carefully shaped. She studies computer science at Kim Illinois Sung University. But her true training isn't academic, it's political. In 2014, 3 years after Kim Jong-un takes power, he disappears from public view. Rumors swirl, illness, injury, even a possible coup. But behind the scenes, someone steps in. Kim Yo-jong. For weeks, she runs state affairs in her brother's absence. When he returns, he rewards her with a position of real power, first deputy director of the Propaganda and Agitation Department. It is one of the most feared departments in North Korea, controlling every photo, every speech, every newspaper article. It doesn't just manufacture the leader's image, it controls reality itself. And Kim Yo-jong is a master of it. By 2017, she rises again, this time to the Politburo, the highest circle of power in North Korea. Yet even now, she remains in the shadows. Always behind her brother. Always watching. But that's about to change. 2018, the world sees her for the first time. For the first time since the Korean War, a member of the Kim family steps onto South Korean soil. Kim Yo-jong arrives at the Winter Olympics as part of a North Korean delegation. She shakes hands with South Korean officials, exchanges polite smiles, and attends diplomatic meetings. The world is captivated. She is not the wild, threatening dictator her brother is known to be. She is poised, intelligent, almost likable. This isn't just a visit. It's a strategy. 4 years, Kim Jong-un has been seen as a ruthless, nuclear-obsessed tyrant. Under his sister's careful guidance, that image is shifting. North Korea suddenly seems willing to talk. A historic moment unfolds. 2 months later, Kim Jong-un and South Korean President Moon Jae-in meet at the border. They shake hands, laugh together. Applause erupts on both sides. That same year, Kim Jong-un does the unthinkable. He meets Donald Trump in Singapore. The two leaders sit at a large table, signing a joint declaration. The document states North Korea's intention to denuclearize. At Trump's side sits Mike Pompeo, the U.S. Secretary of State. And standing next to Kim Jong-un, just behind his shoulder, is his sister. She does not speak. She does not smile. She simply watches. Waiting. Because she knows something the rest of the world does not. The promises made in Singapore will soon unravel. And when they do, she will be the one to deliver the message. But by 2020, the mask begins to crack. She orders the destruction of a fragile diplomatic outpost between North and South Korea, the liaison office in Kaesong. The explosion is symbolic. Any hope of peace is dead. Her words grow harsher, dripping with venom. The once soft smiles are gone. Now, she openly threatens and insults world leaders. She accuses South Korea of spreading COVID-19 across the border. She orders bags of garbage and human waste to be launched into South Korea as retaliation. She calls Ukraine and South Korea vicious dogs and mocks US sanctions. North Korea never intended to denuclearize. Instead, it doubles down. Missile tests, military escalations, bold declarations of defiance. The US and South Korea resume military drills. In response, Kim Jong-un forges new alliances. June 2024, North Korea and Russia sign a military pact. Soon after, thousands of North Korean soldiers deploy to Russia, standing alongside Putin's troops in Ukraine. The conflict is no longer confined to the Korean peninsula. And through it all, Kim Yo-jong stands at her brother's side, whispering into his ear, feeding the flames of war. The successor in waiting? 4 decades, power in North Korea passed from father to son. But Kim Jong-un's health is a ticking time bomb. Rumors swirl of heart disease, excessive drinking, chain smoking, and an uncertain future. If he were to die tomorrow, who would take his place? Some believe his 11-year-old daughter, Kim Joo-ae, is being groomed for the throne. She stands eerily composed beside him at missile launches. The state media calls her the beloved daughter. But she's just a child. And if North Korea were to be ruled by a woman, it wouldn't be a young girl. It would be Kim Yo-jong, the most dangerous woman in the world. Her transformation is complete. No longer just a soft-spoken figure in the background, She has become one of the most feared and ruthless figures in North Korea. By 2021, sources claim she personally ordered executions of high-ranking officials, simply because they annoyed her. She controls North Korea's global narrative. She controls its propaganda machine. She controls its diplomacy. And most terrifying of all, she has the ear of the one man who holds the nuclear codes. No one knows just how far she's willing to go. But if history has taught us anything, she won't stop.